And someone may say about me, Corey lived a really great life until that day, that very sad day, when he kicked the bucket. Now, if somebody says that to you, Corey lived a good life until that day, sad day he kicked the bucket. Are you thinking, oh yeah, I remember. Yeah, Boston, Massachusetts. Yeah, he was on stage, he was on the chair, he kicked the bucket, lived a great life until that point. Camp ended, he was terrible after that. No, you understand, well, we're talking about death here, even though there's a bucket involved in the phrase. Okay, maybe you just walk out of a test. Your friend says, how was the test? You say, it was a piece of cake. And your friend is going to be like, are you serious? You ate cake for your test. That's awesome. That is amazing. That has nothing to do with math. No, you're like, oh, okay, well, my friend obviously means that the test was really easy. Or a rec party, a shipwreck party, you lose. And the winner says to you, in your face. And you're so confused. You're like, what? What's on my face? You mean something's on my face? My beard? Is that what you're trying to say? No, you understand what it means. You got beat. Okay? You were defeated. So the kingdom of heaven, when Jesus talks about the kingdom of heaven, maybe he doesn't literally mean an actual place called heaven in the future far away. Just like I don't mean an actual bucket when we talk about kicking the bucket, or a piece of cake, or in my face. Jesus is using an example of a turn of phrase to explain a reality. And that reality is obeying God. His listeners may have heard something like, following Christ is like, living under the reign of God is like this. So let's read the parable again with that in mind. Go ahead and look at your Bibles, Matthew 13:44. Following Christ, obeying God, living under God's reign, is like a treasure hidden in a field, which someone found and hid. Then in his joy, he sells everything that he has and buys that field. That's a different spin on the parable. So we know what a parable is. We know what the kingdom of heaven means. Now let's talk about what this parable means. Treasure. I have a wonderful girlfriend whom I treasure very much. Her name is Meredith Johnston. I call her MJ because I love Spider-Man. She's going to come out and say it. I've been dating her 2.5 years. She's amazing. Just like Spider-Man. Comic book nerds got that one. So when she told me the story, I couldn't even believe that this was about her, because something that I admire about her so much is her compassion for individuals. It blows my mind how much she can care about someone she doesn't even really know. So she told me this story about her when she was in 9th grade. She's well out of 9th grade now, don't worry. She told me this story about her when she was in 9th grade, and I couldn't even believe that it was about her. Okay, so she's in 9th grade, her school year is finishing up, and her parents say, Meredith, listen, your grades are really struggling right now. If you don't bring your grades up, we're going to plan your summer for you. I didn't hear any groans. Yeah, that is terrible. I don't know. I was in high school. It was terrible when I was in high school. We're going to plan your summer for you. So, Meredith, well, she continues to struggle with her grades. And her parents decide they're going to plan her summer for her. Now, her ideal summer, priceless summer, is sitting back on the couch, TV on, remote in hand, DVDs and DVD player, watching episode after episode of The OC. I am from Orange County, California. I tell her she's living the dream now. You'll get that tomorrow. So this is her ideal summer, watching this priceless summer in her mind. Parents say, we're planning it for you. Okay, what's the plan? Well, they don't plan for her to go to cheerleader camp. They don't plan for a sports camp. Not even boot camp. No, this is a camp that she dreads so much because the people who are in this camp that she will be a counselor of, these people are people that she has made fun of all throughout middle school. That she has humiliated for years. Her parents sent her to a camp because they knew it would be good for her, although Meredith dreaded it with everything in her. It was called Camp Barnabas. She was sent the summer after her 9th grade year to Camp Barnabas, which is a camp for campers who have severe disabilities, mentally and or physically. She would be a counselor of people that she had made fun of for years. Dreading it. She goes, summer ends, she can't wait to go back to camp the next summer. What? How does that happen? Well, it's kind of like there's this treasure, right? There's this treasure hidden in the field, and this man, he's just walking. Maybe he's on his way to work. Maybe he's working in the field, and all of a sudden, he stumbles upon something buried underneath him. Maybe he was digging. Maybe he was walking. And so he digs it up, pulls out a treasure. This field, maybe he dreaded going to work on that field. He dreaded going to work past that field. But then he finds something completely unexpectedly, and that's a treasure, and it radically changes his life. Sells everything that he has and buys that field. MJ, dreading going to this camp, get this and blow your mind. Raise your minds. She's now a social work major in college. She's about to graduate with a degree in social work. Social workers oftentimes work with those with severe mental and or physical disabilities. She went to that camp every summer throughout high school after that point. That changed her life. The trajectory of her life, and it still changed because of that one summer. So, baby Emerson. How does that bald-headed baby fit into this? Emerson, totally terrified at first. And then the joy and the laughter would follow. This man on his way to work, maybe dreading going to work, completely unexpectedly finds a treasure to the point of selling everything for it. MJ does not want to go to this camp with everything in her, and then there is the release of joy when she discovers the treasure underneath that soil. All of a sudden, what was absolutely priceless to her, watching the OC, became worthless to her compared to the treasure of Camp Barnabas. So here we are, also at a camp. And I think I can tell you with confidence that there is a treasure here. That you can discover the treasure of what it means to live under God's reign, to experience God's joy. There is a treasure hidden here. What's up to you is how you react when you discover it. Will you come back from that recoil with joy, with selling everything, with changing the pattern of your life, with changing the trajectory of your life, like what happened with MJ? Or will you walk right by that treasure, keep doing your own thing? It's up to you.